Today we're covering some code on how to make snapshots, revert to them, and peel back stuff so that you can always have a clean machine when you're checking boxes and doing stuff. We're just going to go over the base code. Hey there, it's Tom, Tom's Tech Show. Today we're covering just a little bit of code. It's a small piece of what I call my lab manager. So I have the system that manages and provides the ability for users to check in and check out systems in a VMware lab. So anytime they go to check something out, it's always going to be fresh, it's always going to be new, it's always going to be exactly how they had it originally. So you can check it out and people can have messed with it and installed whatever they wanted on it, but once it gets checked in, it gets reverted back to this original state. We're going to go over the snapshot piece of that just to kind of cover how you can use this and integrate just a couple of pieces of code into your code or application, whatever you're doing, that enables and creates kind of this function. Okay, so here's my code I have up here. First I have a box, so somehow you're going to need to get the index of what your box is into a variable. This can be an array that you loop through. This can be any different thing. So the first thing you want to do, of course, is create a new snapshot. So we're a new snapshot and give it a name. So like here I give this snapshot lab base, or you can use something that's specific. If you're going to do multiple snapshots, you can loop them and call them base 1, base 2, base 3. However you want to do it. I'm only right now using one snapshot to manage the lab because people check it out, I create the snapshot, they do whatever they need to do, then I'm reverting back to that one snapshot. Okay, so then in my code I do a start. So right now the VM is off when I take this snapshot. Then I do a start VM, and the RunAsync, I'm just going to let it go and start and continue to run more code because I usually have several VMs that I'm starting at the same time. So after this point, people are doing whatever they're doing. Typically they're configuring software, doing some kind of testing, and then they get done with that. Then they go and click check in. So first thing we need to do is I stop the VM. So the VM shuts down so that anything that's in there isn't going to be screwing up in case something happens and I need to go in it. It's not going to corrupt any of the software. It's always nice to do it from a clean shutdown since the initial snapshot was taken at an off state. I like to do all the reverting back at an off state, but that is definitely not necessary. So then I select, here we have to, the next thing to do is select the snapshot. So we do a Get-Snapshot, store that in a variable. You can pipe some of these things together and make it all in fewer lines of code, but I prefer doing it just this way to get each line. That's a little bit easier for me to debug as I'm going through if there's a problem having it on separate lines, and it doesn't cost anything. Right. So we get that snapshot, and then we revert the VM, set VM, to that snapshot. So we selected the snapshot lab base, which was from before the user was using it. We set that back to the state of the VM is back to that. So that's this nice clean state that we're back to. Then we select the snapshot again, and we do a Remove-Snapshot. So we've come in, we've checked it out, got the snapshot, used it, messed it up, check it back in, shut it back down, go back to the snapshot where it was. Then this snapshot that we had created, the file after that, is now deleted. So now that's gone. Okay, so that's how I manage it. I know it's kind of a common set of code, but just so if you're trying to start doing it in PowerShell and VMware PowerCLI, this is how you work through it. So you can integrate this into different code for creating and removing and reverting back to snapshots. Okay, so this is a quick video today. I do videos like this on PowerShell. I don't know why I became someone who uses PowerShell so much, but it just seems to be what I've moved on in my career. So PowerShell it is. I do videos like this. I do videos about photography, about movies and TV and different things like that. So if you like any of that stuff, subscribe to my channel and you'll get more of that. I make 3 to 4 videos a week. This has been kind of a heavy week because Mrs. Tech Show has been out of town, so I've had a lot of extra time to do videos, which I enjoy doing, so that's always good. All right. Well, if you want to hang out on my channel, I'll have some more videos up here in a couple minutes after I get this one posted, and go eat some pizza. See ya.